Hello everybody, my name is Offbeat Outlaw. Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of fan submitted power builds, and oh boy, did you guys submit them. There were so many builds. In the first video I had 5 builds. I know it's been 2 weeks since then, but I've easily over 100 builds now to read. So thank you so much for being so enthusiastic, but oh boy, some of them are bad. Before we get into the video, I think it's important that I let you guys know why there's been such a break in content. I'm getting a new computer, so I'm going to be able to better stream and better make my videos and edit better and just overall have a better workspace. I'm still figuring out exactly how to do all my content on YouTube and how to make it feel different from TikTok while still feeling the same. It's going to be weird for the next few months, and I really, really appreciate your patience with my continued changes. I'm a content creator and a human, and I'm also not entirely bright, so patience is critical in this time, and I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank my patrons enough. My patrons have seriously kept me going. Thank you so much. But enough about patrons and all that crap. Time for reviewing people's terrible builds. How do I review these power builds? Well, how I do it is I ask everyone who submits to make a little description, a little blurb of sorts, describing what their build does. Sometimes it's as simple as, this build does this much damage per round. That's pretty easy to accomplish. If they accomplish their task, they get a 5 out of 10. If they somehow wow me and I personally think it's good, they get a 7 out of 10. If they absolutely blow my socks off, it's a 10 out of 10. If they don't do that, they get less. It's kind of straightforward, I guess. But anyway, let's get right into the power builds. I obviously can't review all of these builds, and I'm not going to get through all of them, but I'm going to be skipping them. If you've submitted a build and I didn't review it today, please have patience. I might review it next time. But for now, this is the first person to submit after the last video. I feel it is only right that I review their build. So we got Daddos evasion build, level 5. Interesting. Artificer Armorer. I don't think that's how you spell armorer, but I'm not gonna fact check that because I'm lazy. Fighter level 1, race Warforged. Evasion is a character that is an incarnation of all the characters that died. Okay, look, I get it. You want to tell me what your character, like, give me a nice little character story arc of this guy, but I just want the description. I need a TLDR, okay? Don't give me their backstory. So, normally 24 AC, but we don't want to die. It says character's got Magic Initiate to get Ceremony, and has the Shield spell, and has Plate Armor, and a Shield, and Enchanted Defense infused, and the Shield, and Armor, and the Defense Fighting style from Fighter, and your Warforged, so here's the total. 31. Now, that +2 from Ceremony is only for a week, but that's still pretty good. And the +5 is from the Shield spell, so that would only be once per turn, and it would use up your reaction. So it's more like 26. Normally, more like 26 at base. But still, that's really good. And because you're an armorer, you don't even need 15 in strength to wear plate. So, I mean, it's a high AC build. It does what it's supposed to do, I guess. 5 out of 10? I mean, now, the reason why I'm not getting it higher is because high AC builds are kind of bad. The easy counterplay for a dungeon master to not want to deal with the high AC build is either saving throw spells or just not hit them. So this build is not actually as you might think it is. And also, you call it evasion, but then you don't even have the evasion feature on your build. This is just high AC. Why didn't you call them armor, dude? You give me this blurb, but then this doesn't even match up with this? This is bullshit. It's okay. It's cool. It's a high AC build. It's 5 out of 10. It's very average. It does a thing. Next build. I like this profile picture. Popcorn Druid, aka Goodberry Healbot. I remember this build. Now, this build was made before I put in a little blurb saying no using items in your builds. However, every build after this is not allowed to use items. This was only the second build submitted, so everything after this is used items is just bonkers. I remember this, though. So, Mark of Healing Halfling, Shepherd Druid, Life Cleric, and Hexblade Warlock, too. Interesting. Blah, 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 stats distributions. Okay, description. You ever want to just be a heal bot for your idiot party while eating popcorn and watching them be idiots? Because same. Why are you giving me elevator pitches? I mean, it's cute. It's just... Why? Don't want to sign up for your bullshit life insurance. This build takes good berry, cranks it up to 11. Between 1 and life clearing, adding 3 HP to every berry. That's not true. It adds 3 HP to every spell, as far as I remember. Whenever you use a spell of first level or higher to restore hit points to a creature, the creature gains additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. Now, depending on your definition of use, you could argue that Goodberry would do this. I'm going to, for your sake, rule that it does. However, some dungeon masters will disagree with me. Moonsickle adding another D4. Okay, that one I know. That one I know is wrong. A Unicorn Totem also doesn't do that. Wait, okay. Dude, Life Cleric might add every HP to every berry. Moonsickle only adds a D4 every time you cast a spell, and Unicorn Totem only does that also every time you cast a spell. So you're not gonna be eating popcorn, you're gonna be casting spells. This doesn't work. No! No! For shame, I had high hopes. You have drastically, this number divided by 10, it's only about 144 HP. That's sad, and that would only be to yourself. So this build tries to be a heal bot, but doesn't know what its features does and ends up being a 2 out of 10. Deeply sorry. You were the one person who got to use an item, and you didn't even use it right. Get fucked. Chaos build uses UA because I found a funny thing you can do, and I'm not gonna read it because my rules say no UA. Isn't that cool how that works? Finny the Dude, character 11. Have you ever wanted to screw with your DM? Every time you roll a skill track, automatically pass. This is just a skill monkey. It's just a skill monkey. It's just a skill monkey. It's just a skill monkey. Dollum, the stealer of the show skill monkey. Wait, we've already seen a skill monkey. You can't plagiarize someone else's homework and call it your own. You can't just copy Wikipedia and then put it in your work, change some words around and be like, it's my work. We've already seen a skill monkey, damn it. This is, you see this? Wow, that's your build. I broke it in half. I'm gonna keep this here for every time I send one of you to jail or I kill your build. Sorry, buddy. Skill monkeys, we've already seen them, and every skill monkey gets the same grade. That's the thing. You get a skill build, 4 out of 10. That's it. All right, next build. RGC. Main purpose is to be able to shoot from 1,200 feet away. This build ain't bad. So the build's gonna be decent at damage, and the distance is kind of hilarious. However, as a dungeon master, and this is me, not every DM is going to accommodate for 1,200 feet. There are very rarely times when you're in a position or a place where having that kind of distance is going to be useful, especially in a combat scenario. While this is cool, and it certainly exists, I don't really see how it's very useful. It's a 5 out of 10. It's basically going to just be a warlock, a Sorlock with a lot of distance, which is interesting, but it's not overall useful. So 5 out of 10. Next one, Woo Level Up Guy. They present us with high AC build. You can get a max 56 AC. It's certainly more than the first one. And wait, the name's cute. AC Master Race. That's pretty cute. I like that. That's pretty funny. High AC once again. Only problem is the saving throws are ass, and you're not gonna have a lot of HP, and the counterplay to a high AC build is not hitting them. So 6 out of 10. You definitely have a high armor class. Next build. I'm gonna persuade you to give this build 10 out of 10. Well, because I'm a brat, I'm not gonna do it. Let's see what it is. Golden Tongue, Master of Persuasion. Minimum 38, max 60. Wait, what? Minimum 38 persuasion? Okay. Now you have my attention. Okay. Character level 20. Okay. Eloquence Bard. Samurai Fight. Oh, I know what you're doing. That's clever. That's clever. That's very clever. Eloquence Bard, Silver Tongue. Minimum roll of 10 persuasion. Yep. Samurai's Elegant Court. +5 wisdom to persuasion. +5 wisdom to any charisma check. Emissary of Police. 1 channel divinity and +5 to persuasion. Expertise in persuasion. Enhanced ability, charisma, guidance. You have a +27 modifier on persuasion. That's base. Holy crap. Holy crap. That's insane. On a good day, the emissary and piece of guidance act, you have a minimum roll of 44. Maximum roll of 60? The fuck? Hey, you're more persuasive than a monk's average damage. This is really good. And you can still do quite a bit of damage, and 152 average damage per round. That's really good. That's better than a Battle Master fighter. This build's really persuasive, and it does better damage than most of the goddamn damage power builds I see. Holy crap. This is really well done. This is awesome. That 16 persuasion is absolutely game-breaking. Well, minimum 44. You get what you want no matter what. This guy... You know what? 9.9 out of 10. It's seriously really good stuff. That's actually insane. I have no critiques whatsoever. Next one, Death for Hire, Luman. Mobile, so sorry for format. You're not forgiven. 17 Rogue Assassin, 3 Wizard School Divination. Try to cap decks. No, you have to tell me the stats because I need to assess whether or not your build is legal. It's pretty easy to make it legal, but just do your goddamn homework. Sharpshooter, lucky is must, depending on race. It seems like you haven't really made a build. You pick up a contract. Whoa, why are you RPing with me right now? Inside a Coors. Dude. Dead. Tell me your goddamn build. I'm not interested in your RP. I need to know your build. Portent rolls up at least 5 sub 5 rolls. You're good to go. Preferably 2 bad rolls if you get lucky. Prep a poisoned arrow of humanoid slaying if possible. I don't know how to say this, but you can't prep one of those. You do realize how potent everyone's build would be if I just let them have humanoid slaying? This build's illegal. No goddamn items. That's the rules. Everyone could just be like, oh yeah, humanoid slaying. Of course it'd be better. Come on, bro. So does Oath Bow. Dude. If most of your damage is coming from slaying arrows and Oath Bow, I'm gonna be upset. 2d4 poison, 20 flat from sharpshooter. That would be 10 flat because crits don't double modifiers. It only doubles damage dice. 12d10. There it is. Most of your damage is coming from your slaying, from your items. Like, do people get why I say no items? Because you can do ridiculous stuff with the items in D&D. Because guess what? They're really good. Don't use the items. Yeah, it'd be... imagine if I slapped a fucking flame tongue on some of my builds. It would be busted. But I don't do that because it's not interesting. 0 out of 10. Next build. Detective Lazarus Blackwell. It's a cool name. Hope it's a cool build to go with it. Point of this character is to be greatest investigator he can be by using Paladin Elf racial ability. All my inside investigation rolls are done with advantage. The expertise in Rogue gives me double my proficiency. This is just a 17 level rogue. Look, I appreciate you guys trusting me with your OCs on this, but that's not what we're assessing. We're assessing power builds here. This isn't a power build. This is a level 17 rogue. If you want to be the greatest investigator, consider picking up the lizard folk race, and then you'd be a gator. We've already seen what the benchmark is for maxing out a single skill check. Ballad Boy's stealth build in the first video, or even in this video, the persuasion build. This is not that. It's just expertise. That's not interesting. 0 out of 10. We got Ace Wheelie, Dodge. Character I'm currently running a campaign, and we rolled for our stats. Tad higher than it would be with point buy. Guys. What's the point of my rule? Why did I even write my rules? Y'all are just gonna ignore them. Why'd I even have them? Who needs the rules? When you guys just be like, oh, I'm just gonna load it up with items and then roll my stats and I'll take some UA abilities while I'm at it. The rules are there for a reason. Do your goddamn homework. Go to jail. You're legal. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe these stats aren't too nutty. Strength 18. Dex 15. Okay, this is... Oh my god. 16, 14, 16. These are so much higher than you can get with point buy. This is insane. No, I'm not reviewing this. Do your goddamn homework. No wonder most of you are so goddamn bad at school. None of you seem to be able to read goddamn instructions. Don't know whether this counts as a power build, but it's pretty optimized. Well, if you're not confident, I'm not gonna read it. Next build. Total character level 20. Strength, that must be 10. I don't think that's 0. Half-orc. Relevant features, blah, 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 blah. Description. Why won't he die? Okay, this is interesting. I don't die. Strength of the grave. Starting at first level, your existence in a twilight state between life and death makes you difficult to defeat. When damage reduces you to 0, you can make a charisma saving throw. DC 5 plus the damage taken. On a success, you instead drop to 1 hit point. So that's 1 death. After the saving throw succeeds, you can't use the feature again. Yeah, obviously. When you reduce to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead. That's good. Mastery of death beginning at 11th level. Your infamiliarity death to escape is grabbed. When you reduce to 0, you can expend a key point to have 1 hit point instead. Okay, Death Ward. That's another way you can't die. Well, that's interesting. An invincibility build. Hey, Law's Claws, I found a build for you. Frankly, my entire 7 Seas party could do with one of these. This is a pretty solid build. I don't really know how good it's going. It's going to be pretty solid in combat, except for the fact that it's a monk, so its abilities aren't going to synergize very well. But it's interesting, and it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's interesting enough. I mean, that's 4 deaths. That's 4 times where I will try to kill you and you won't die. So by all merits, that's really good. I'm kind of impressed. 7 out of 10. Good job. How I would improve this? I understand you need... I don't know why you have 12 monk. I would do 11 monk and maybe 8 cleric, just to get a little bit more damage and some more spells. Level 20 for a one-shot I'm running. Last line of defense while Gaia... Why? I don't need your RP, guys. I get it. Your D&D campaigns are super freaking cool. But that's not what I need right now. Please stop trying to RP with me. We used rolled stats. Why did I even write the instructions? Why? People confused where to find them? Here, let me show you. This is... pinned messages. Just go to pinned messages. Here's the instructions right here. Please read them. This is not necessarily a power build, but a straight class build. But it's a fighter, so I'll read it. I'll give it a shot. You've piqued my interest. Defense heavy Echo Knight. Okay. No magic items, but to really see some. Guys. Read the goddamn... They're not suggestions, they're rules. 0 out of fucking 10. You know what? If I see you from now on, if I see a build that breaks my rules, I'm not reading it. I'm skipping it. Rules are there so I can actually analyze how these things work. I can't compare them. No, I'm not reading this. Next build. Batman build. Okay, what do we got? So you're a rogue. Good, so you can have the dead parents. Multi-class fighter. Solid. I was allowed an elven chain. Okay, just don't include your goddamn... Why do they all have items? This isn't really a power build, is it? Allows you to fight close range. I mean, the most annoying character build that I made that has 16 attacks in a single action in a single turn is also close range. Hope you have crossbow expert on this thing. Next build. Started thinking about the only class combo that would ever consider using True Strike. That's a lot. There's a lot to read. This isn't a description. This is a novel. I'm trying to get the important information out here. You can do 98 plus 66 plus 12 per action. 79 damage in melee. This is a lot. I don't really know what this build is trying to do. You're just describing me what your build can do. You're not describing what your build is power building for. So I don't know how to evaluate this. Next build. All right, Survivor. This is, what is it? Why is there a link to a web novel? Why? Are you pitching your goddamn web novel right now? What's happening? I think that's where we're gonna end it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe and ding the bell. Tell all your friends. If you too would like to have your build roasted by me, join the Discord. Link is in the description. Make sure you read the rules, react to them, make sure you join the Discord properly, and then join the Power Build Fan Submission Discord channel. Read the rules, please. Please, oh God, read the rules. I don't want to have to do this again. And hopefully, we'll have some great builds to review. We got a lot of builds to get through before I'm going to start getting to the newer ones. So you guys can take your time on these. Please take your time. Maybe we'll get better week by week. But, not gonna lie, this first week was a little tragic. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you all soon. Get the fuck out of my house.